What's up YouTube, this is Mathos97 and welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. This is episode number 10 and we're here with another episode of Friday Night Smackdown. A good old blue brand, but real quick I gotta address some issues. Yeah. Kinda missing some rivalries there. So yeah, I did download the NWO DLC as I'm going to show you here. I try to sort things out, but I did download the NWO DLC and it reset my factions in Universe Mode. And so, you know, the rivalries like the New Millennia, they're gone because they weren't a tag team, so I had to go back in and fix that. And the Ryback Christian, I don't remember why that one reset. I don't know, but I think I was like checking Superstar threads or something, but it didn't mess up my that couldn't be it, but it didn't mess up my Superstar threads or it didn't like reset my universe entirely. Just my teams, but I did go back in and recreate some of the teams that were in there. So yeah, that's how that went down. But anyway, just giving you guys a fair warning, if you do download the NWO DLC, yeah, that could happen. But I don't know about Superstar threads, because I know that was an issue last year. But anyway, we have a Fatal 4-Way. To kick off the show, we have Ryback versus Rey Mysterio, Natalya versus Caitlyn, Titus O'Neil, Brodus Clay, and Jack Swagger in a triple threat. And the main event, Big Show versus Batista versus Mark Henry. And whoever wins that one will be inserted into the championship scramble. As we can see, Natalya defeats Caitlyn and Jack Swagger wins that triple threat. So, I'm tempted to play the Fatal 4-Way, but we haven't really showcased any of the Ryback Christian rivalry, so we'll simulate. Justin Gabriel gets the win there, pinning Cody Rhodes. So anyway. Oh yeah, and I forgot to freaking leave the chat, so I'll be right back. Alright, I apologize for that, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into this matchup here between Ryback and Rey Mysterio. We are going to play both these matches, so let's get into this one. Of course, we know Ryback, he defeated Curtis Axel a few weeks ago to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Rey Mysterio also made his return recently, maybe like a month ago actually, to Smackdown. So, Rey Mysterio also in that Intercontinental Championship division trying to get himself some momentum going back from his return, as he did compete in a tag team with Christian upon returning, but still have yet to see what exactly the future holds for Rey Mysterio. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this contest between the Human Wrecking Ball Ryback and Rey Mysterio.
Making his way to the ring, from Sin City, weighing 291 pounds, Ryback!
As Ryback gets closer to the ring, the crowd becomes more deafening.
Approaching the ring, from San Diego, California, weighing 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
What a superstar! So beloved, and these fans are completely behind him!
Alright, folks, we're now going to start off the show here. Ryback, Rey Mysterio, one-on-one here. As we can see, Rey Mysterio in the white and red Superstar threads. I mean, his attire's okay. I mean, he's had some more detailed attire, like, more detailed shirts in the past, but, yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm not really going to complain. But, I mean, then again, he wasn't really in the WWE for that long before he got injured again. I think I read somewhere that he had like competed in 3 or 4 matches or something like that, but no, that can't be. I don't know. It was a really small amount of matches. Rey was not around for long. But anyway, yeah, his attire's okay. But speaking of Rey Mysterio, he did just return in the real WWE on Monday Night Raw, because this should be up on like Tuesday or something like that. So no, not Tuesday, Wednesday or something. I don't know. It should be up on like Wednesday or Thursday. I don't even know. But like I was trying to say, Rey Mysterio just made his return to the WWE before Survivor Series. He will be competing at the pay-per-view, which is pretty cool. Glad to see Rey's back. This is probably going to be his last run, so he's going to have to make it count. Nice neck breaker there by Rey. This could be Rey Mysterio's last run in this universe mode. You never know. He's going to have to make this one count. But Ryback with a big belly bump there, something that takes down Rey Mysterio. But anyway, Ryback just going to try and outpower Rey, but Rey, he's going to have to use that quickness and agility to put away Ryback, as Ryback now grabs Rey Mysterio for a belly-to-belly slam. Sorry, I had to clear my throat one more time. But anyway, Ryback now with the Thez press, just bouncing Rey Mysterio's head off the mat there. And one more time for good measure, but this Ryback just viciously attacking Rey here. But I am still getting over the, being sick, but I wouldn't say I'm like sick anymore. It's just more, it's more like a normal cold now, I guess. Because I mean, like last week, I tried to hold back on the commentaries. My throat was all messed up, really scratchy and stuff like that. My nose, I was always like blowing my nose constantly. But now I think I'm doing a lot better. So commentary should be back in full, and plus I can do more. I can start to record more because now I'm back on a normal schedule. But anyway, Ryback into the cover, and there's a kick out by Rey Mysterio. So I was thinking about doing Survivor Series pay-per-view predictions, but I decided against it because, you know, I've got some big projects coming up on my channel. I plan on bringing back my WWE 13 Universe mode with UCW because I know most of my original fan base was UCW, and there are still a lot of people there like, when are you going to bring it back, or when's UCW Universe mode? And people seem to, I don't know, they took a little while to finally grasp that I'm not doing UCW in 2K14. That I've tried to make it clear that it would continue in 13, but yeah. Anyway, now, what is this? Ryback setting up Rey for a jackhammer. Wow. Okay, anyway. So, not only that, but, oh, big mean hook clothesline there from Ryback, as I can't discuss what I'm trying to discuss here. So, I'll get to it a little bit later, but Ryback into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Ryback defeats Rey Mysterio here in our opening contest of Smackdown. A vicious meat hook clothesline. And just like that, Ryback puts away Rey Mysterio here. And Ryback, he's just he's 9 days away from an Intercontinental Championship matchup against Christian. So we're going to have to see if Ryback can get the job done at SummerSlam. But anyway, Ryback gets the job done here tonight, defeating Rey Mysterio. But anyway, like I was saying, I plan on revamping my WWE 13 Universe mode because I've got a little bit left for that with UCW, but that's going to be until after SummerSlam, once that rolls around. And speaking of SummerSlam, I've got the SummerSlam pay-per-view here, got the Multiverse Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming up. So, I mean, like, I've got a lot of big projects coming around, and plus 2K14 is still fairly new, so I'm not going to be doing any Survivor Series pay-per-view predictions. I don't know, I guess we'll have to see about TLC then, but I didn't do any for Hell in the Cell because of the release of the game, and I'm not doing any for Survivor Series. But anyway, let's get into our main event, the triple threat match between Batista, Big Show, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
The following triple threat contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, standing 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, the Big Show.
It's fitting the world's largest athlete has a weapon of mass destruction.
The following triple threat contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
And we are hearing some love for this superstar here.
And now Mark Henry and Big Show are out here. We're waiting on the entrance of the Animal Batista. As we're waiting here, waiting for the... Oh my god, there's the Animal! From behind, Mark Henry didn't see it coming. And Batista, with a clothesline, drops the world's strongest man here. As the Animal, maybe desperation beginning to set in for Batista, as he desperately wants to get himself into that championship scramble match at SummerSlam. And this is his last chance. He had a match against Barrett. Barrett got the victory there, the upset victory. And now Batista, he got himself into this triple threat, so he's got one more shot here to potentially get into that championship scramble for the World Heavyweight Championship. But to do that here tonight, he's going to have to take on two giants in the world's strongest man and the world's largest athlete. But Batista... I don't know if his power game is really going to work here. He showed us last week that he can Batista bomb both of these superstars, so this could just be a game of power. Maybe Batista's going to have to utilize some speed, some more technical wrestling, but either way, Batista's got a huge task ahead of him here if he hopes to get himself into that championship scramble at SummerSlam, but we'll get to that when we get to that. As Big Show held Mark Henry from behind, and then there was Batista with a nice the big punch to the face. But now, as Big Show had a nice shot to the side of the head of Mark Henry, now it's Big Show getting a double team, as there's a double gut buster from Batista and Mark Henry. But with some serious, like recently, I know I said that I was thinking about, what is this, double suplex counter by Big Show, taking down Mark Henry and Batista. But I had been saying that I might bring back Pokemon like this month or so, but since 2K14 is still fairly new, I'm really excited to play this game, and since I've got some other series that I'm trying to do, it's gonna be even somewhat difficult for me to bring back WWE 13, because to go from, oh, what a nice double team there from these two, but I mean, to go from 2K14, which is the new game, back to the old wrestling game, to do that, that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I mean, the gameplay wasn't as good in 13 as it was in 2K14, but I want to get that not done, but I want to get, like, I don't know, I just want to get back into that, because otherwise it's just going to sit there for a while and people are going to forget about it. It'd be a lot easier to pick up on something I've already started than something new, like a Pokemon or something, so I'm going to let that wait a little bit. I mean, and plus, I've already got 2 universe modes going in 2K14, and that was the reason why I wasn't doing any pay-per-view predictions, so Pokemon's going to still be on hold, as well as my GM mode, my Rising Star to Stardom. I don't know, I've got a lot of series now looking at it, so I kind of want to get, I want to get something done before, I just want to try and get some series out of the way. And WWE 13, I need to get that series done before the release, or before I get before I get a PlayStation 4, because I'm not, I mean, I know it was released like last week, but I'm not going to be getting it for a while. Hopefully they can get some sort of a patch with the capture card stuff, or not, like the external game capture, so I'm still sort of waiting on that. Plus, I don't really need one. The newest game that I could think I'd need for the PlayStation 4 would be next year's Madden game, but even then I can wait and still stick with Madden 14, or no, it's not Madden 14, it's Madden 25, gotta remember that. But the absolute latest I can get the PlayStation 4 is before the release of WWE 2K15, so if that gives me almost a year yet that I have until I need to get that, so I still have time to finish up WWE 13, and I want to be able to get that done so that I can move on to some other projects and try to not split my focus. So that's why I'm still keeping some of my other series on hold for now and not going to start anything new. So Batista kicked to the gut there of the Big Show, and Batista with a spear takes down the Big Show, but there's a shoulder charge from Mark Henry, dropping the Animal, and now Mark Henry just punching the side of the head of Batista. And now Mark Henry's got Batista up here. But Big Show also getting in there. Big punch there from Batista, drops Mark Henry. And now Batista, he's got a camel clutch locked in, but Mark Henry too close to the ropes there. Gets the rope break and forces Batista to break the hold. And now Mark Henry, big tilt whirl side slam, takes down the animal. And now Mark Henry looking to step it up here, looking to put Big Batista away with a world's strongest slam, but Batista counters into a nice gut buster there. And now Batista showing off the strength, his muscles, but Big Show comes in, tosses Batista over the top rope, and now he's going after Batista. I thought maybe Big Show was going to go in and go for a pin or something on Mark Henry, but now looks like Batista's on the receiving end of a double team here between the world's largest athlete, the Big Show, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, who just takes out Batista with a huge pump handle toss there. And now Mark Henry's got Batista up on his feet, and he's going to send him back into the ring here. As now Mark Henry just choking the life out of the animal Batista. As Big Show now just standing by and watching as Mark Henry goes into the cover. 1, 2, but Batista kicks out there. And now Big Show back into the ring, turns around Mark Henry. Oh, and Mark Henry, you might not like the view. WMD, the knockout punch by the Big Show into the cover, but Batista's there to break it up as that knockout punch could have spelled the end for Mark Henry. Is now Big Show to the top rope here, and Big Show went for the axe handle. I mean, not too often do we see Big Show on the top rope, but now Batista about to send Big Show for another ride. Batista bomb to the Big Show, and now Batista goes into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, the Big Show kicks out there. I don't know what Mark Henry was doing. He was just standing there. He could have broken out the pin, but he's lucky the Big Show kicked out. Otherwise, Batista would have been in that championship scramble match. And Batista now with the elbows to the upper back of Mark Henry. And now the Big Show up onto his feet here as Batista's got Mark Henry setting him up for a jackhammer. We saw that earlier from Ryback, and now Batista using it to perfection as the Big Show now has Mark Henry up on his feet. And the Big Show now, fall away slam, taking down Mark Henry as Big Show now. Batista getting involved here. And now Mark Henry, an Irish whip, going to send Batista careening into the ring post there. And now it's Mark Henry. He's got Batista up, and he takes him down with that military press slam. And now it's Big Show taking down the Mark Henry with a submission hold here, trying to work the arms of Mark Henry. And now this just becomes a power struggle here as Mark Henry with the headbutt gets out of the submission hold. And there's a big shoulder charge from the Big Show as Mark Henry with a low blow to Batista, or Big Show. This is no disqualification, so that's perfectly legal. And now Batista's got Mark Henry in a headlock, but there's Mark Henry slamming Batista face first into the mat. And now into the cover. 1, but Batista kicks out. It's going to take more than that to put away the animal Batista. Is now Batista, look at the strength, powers up Big Show for another jackhammer. And now Batista goes into the cover. But the referee wasn't in position, and that gave Mark Henry time to break up the pin as he takes down Batista with a running STO. Big Show into the cover. 1, but Mark Henry breaks it up. And now Mark Henry with the right hands. As now Mark Henry, or no, Big Show. Sorry about that. But now Big Show and Mark Henry with a double team. The punches to the gut of Batista. And now Batista, he's got Big Show up for a second one. Batista bomb connects. See, look to drive Big Show through the ring. Covered by Mark Henry. But Batista just narrowly breaks up the pin. And now Mark Henry countered by the Big Show with a kick to the gut. And here's Batista with an Irish whip sending Mark Henry out of the turnbuckle. And now he spins him around. Kick to the gut of Mark Henry. Batista now looking to finish him off. Batista bomb from Batista. And now he could be 3 seconds away from a win here. But now Big Show, there's the big knee lifts to Batista trying to shut him down. As Mark Henry's out of it here. There's a Cobra clutch from the Big Show. And Batista could have been close to tapping out there, but Mark Henry just narrowly got in to save Batista. And now here's Mark Henry. Another fall-away slam as he takes down the animal. And now Mark Henry spins around the Big Show. Could be looking to end it here. World's strongest slam to the world's largest athlete. And that could be it. Mark Henry into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Mark Henry defeats the Big Show and Batista. And Mark Henry is your 5th participant in that championship scramble. So now, at SummerSlam, it's going to be the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus defending his title against Alberto Del Rio, Wade Barrett, Randy Orton, and Mark Henry, as Henry defeated the Big Show and Batista. Very game competition here tonight. And Batista, that was his last shot at the World Heavyweight, at getting into this match at SummerSlam. So I don't know what's next for the Animal, as he had his last opportunity here. But Mark Henry is going to walk out the winner, and he's finally got himself into that championship scramble at SummerSlam. So what a show we had here. As you can see, SummerSlam 9 days away, just 2 weeks away. And next up will be Monday Night Raw, the final Raw before SummerSlam, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And as you can see, there's the card, some pretty cool matches. That tag team title division is still up in the air. Who knows who's going to face the New Millennia at the pay-per-view, but as you can see, ooh, that's kind of out of order. I'll fix that then, but anyway. So it'll be Mark Henry and all those other superstars competing for the World Heavyweight title. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, and be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Keep on YouTubing.